Right, so not too bad. I think we are about the same as the school, but we will finish slightly earlier. Remember, our plan is to revise the Set 1 topics. Then, okay, 2 weeks of revision on the Set 1 topics, 4 weeks for the mock exam paper. Okay, so that is my plan lah. But if you all want extra exam papers to try out, no problem. I will definitely make copies for you all. Okay, and then you can either choose to self-mark or certain questions that you really cannot mark, right? You just let me know. I will help you to take a look at your answers. Okay, take note, this is streaming year. It's important for you to do well. Now, question 1. Okay, so we talk about digestion. Last week, I sent you a very detailed set of notes, right? So you should be able to refer to the notes. Who are the people absent last week? So those who are absent, those who were absent last week, right? Then you wouldn't have received the notes. Let me see. Can I just put the notes again in the chat? So I think Harvard, you were not here last week, right? Who else? Anybody else? I think there were like a couple of you. Andrea, were you here last week, Andrea? If I didn't remember wrongly, I think you didn't turn out last week. Okay, anyway, I'm going to put it into the chat. Right? And then those of you who needs to download, again, you just download. Okay, those of you who have downloaded and you don't need it, then just ignore it. So yeah, Harvard, you can open that up. That will be very useful. Okay, Andrea, you also have to, yeah, download this. Charmaine as well. Okay, yeah, I know a couple of you were missing. So it was the school camp. Can understand. Yeah, if you're hungry, go and get something to munch on. Okay, let's continue with the worksheet. So you can definitely refer to the notes as we go through the questions here. Okay, some of the information, as I have told the students last week, right? Some of the information inside the notes, not necessarily useful for you now. Okay, because I have included quite a number of things that is being brought down from upper secondary. Okay, because certain school, go through all those things. Soldiers often carry chocolates and biscuits with them. Why is that so? Okay, they carry this kind of chocolates, biscuits. If you are in NCC or MPCC, okay, you probably will have chance to go. You would have chance to go camping, and during the camping trips, you will be told, okay, you have to bring things like, those packet biscuit, like you are in the army, those army guys, right? When they are camping, let's say in the forest, okay, then they have those packet biscuits. Why is it that they carry items like this? Why? Because, okay, they are easy to carry. That's one. All right. And then there's a lot of energy that's provided when eaten because biscuits, chocolates, and a lot of those pre-made items, they are packed in individual packs, etc. They are very high in calories. Okay, they are very high in calories, very high in sugar, fats, etc. A lot of carbo as well. Okay, so they will give lots of energy when eaten. And soldiers don't have time to sit down and have proper meals, right? They can't be cooking and enjoying their time, okay, and eating the food, right? So they need to only munch on, like energy bar will be something that is an alternative here, okay, or chocolates and biscuits, of course, higher in calories, but not a very good choice. If you're talking about health-wise, right, it's not a very good choice. I would prefer, energy bar rather than this. Okay, not because they are fond of chocolates and biscuits. The biscuits from the army side, right? If you have eaten before during what is that, Total Defense Day, correct? They do give out some army biscuits. And if you try to eat these biscuits, it's extremely dry. Why do they purposely want to make it extremely dry? People constipate while they are taking it. That's because then they don't need to always run to the toilet. They don't need to find places to go and poop. Okay? Yes, that's right. Jimmy, you also know the army guys would have told some of the students when they are distributing. Okay, so does it help build their muscle? Do you think they eat that because it can build muscle? Now, chocolates and biscuits, they contain a lot of carbohydrates, okay? So filled with a lot of carbo, simple carbo, in fact, sugar, okay, and flour. Now, do they provide anything that can actually build muscles? What do you think? Do you think you can get muscles by eating chocolates and biscuits? Type into the chat. Good. Okay, Jimin, you even gave me the second part of the answer already. But the rest of you, I'll be asking, those of you who type in no, 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 okay, why? What is that food nutrient that is necessary to build muscles? So I have Andrea, Harvard, Hein, Caden, Yu Yuan, and Jimin answering. So the rest of you, how about you? What do you all think? What is that nutrient that is actually helping to build muscle? Yeah, Hein is right. Harvard is right. Yeah. Okay, Birkin, that's true. Correct. Yeah. So it's proteins. We are looking for proteins. So to build muscle, require proteins. But since this is carbo-loaded, no. Therefore, answer is actually pretty straightforward. It's A. Everybody got it right. Those who have done it. So I saw Andrea, Birkin, Hein, Charmaine, CJX, Harvard, Yinchi, and Sheena. And that's all. Okay, this is what I see on my screen now. Only the few of you, 8 of you did the work. We have 18 people in class. Okay, but only 8 of you did this. What about the rest? Yu Yuan, where's your answer? You did it? But I don't see it, no? Kain did it. Yes. Yu Yuan didn't. Kaden also didn't. Kaden, you need to do your work. Bernie, how about you? Where's your answer? I don't see your answer also. Chloe as well. Yeah, Charmaine was trying so hard to complete, but it was not possible. Let me see who else. Raman, I don't see your answer as well. Okay, so Wesley as well. So when I speak with your parents, then I have nothing to refer to, no? Because you don't respond. You don't respond much in the class, then you don't do the tutorial. It's very difficult for me to give the correct feedback. Okay, so you need to type your answer over here. Everybody. Chloe, is it okay? Casper as well, because only 8 of you did it. The rest of you, everybody got to type the answer in. Wesley, the worksheet. The worksheet for today's tutorial. Yeah. Next, identify the food which provides immediate source of energy among the following. So out of the 4 items here, okay, you have milk, butter, hard candy, nuts, and dates. Okay, Yinchi, good. The rest of you, yeah, Wesley, but I covered this, isn't it? Remember I was teaching? I know you were probably trying to complete your holiday assignment when I taught this. And I sent you the notes also. Okay. All right. I only see Inchi typing in. The rest of you, let me see. Some of you chose A, some chose B, majority chose C. Now, what do you understand by immediate source of energy? Instant. Okay, so which one did you choose? I know Yu Yuan, you chose that particular answer. Unlock says is fast. Okay, so you can get the energy very fast. So out of these options, the answer is actually hard candy. Hard candy is just candy. Okay, be it gummy, be it hard candy, they are also very immediate source of energy. Why is that so? Any idea? Last week we discussed something, right? Okay, we talked about even fruit juice, we talked about sugar. Yeah. So in hard candy, in gummies, in soft candy, they are, but not just carbohydrates, they are actually simple carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates versus complex carbohydrates, okay? So you're not wrong. You say that it's carbohydrates, but you want to be more specific because carbohydrates have got a few types, and you only need to remember the simple and the complex. If you are doing FCE now, right? Some of you are doing FCE this semester, isn't it? Okay, correct. Sucrose, glucose, etc., etc. So we only need to focus on two types. Right, so the simple carbohydrates are already like very small molecules, small particles. They can go into the bloodstream very fast. It doesn't have to do with melting, actually. Okay, so they are small molecules. They can enter the bloodstream fast. So do they need to be digested? Don't need. The moment you eat all these sugar, right? Okay, of course, you still have to swallow into the stomach, and then from the stomach, it needs to go to the small intestine. But because these are simple sugar, molecules are already very small. Don't need for it to take any time to digest. So the sugar, okay, or the glucose can travel straight down from your mouth through the esophagus into your stomach, and then go to your small intestine and enter the bloodstream. So that's why we call it immediate source of energy. Have you heard of the term sugar rush? If you eat a lot of candy, you get this sugar rush, and your PE teacher will tell you, or SCCA teacher will tell you, don't do that. Because if you do that, okay, you will suddenly feel very energetic, very high, but you will not be able to sustain the energy. Suddenly, you will feel very tired. Okay, so this is what they mean. Yes, any form of candy. All right, any form of candy. Complex carbohydrates. Okay, so complex carbohydrates are those like from rice. Okay, then the bread. Okay, even bread, sometimes they are like arguing about whether it is complex enough or not. Unless you are talking about whole grain, etc., then yes, it is more like complex carbo. But just to stick with what we are learning in science, right? Okay, so those that needs to be broken down, even potato, yeah. So we classify all this under complex carbohydrates because they need to be broken down. Yeah. Okay, they need to be digested. Okay, because they are molecules, right? Okay, these are considered larger molecules. They do not enter the bloodstream easily, so still need to go through complete digestion. Okay, so if they're not digested, they are going to be wasted. They will enter the large intestine, then pass out as poop. So hard candy is mainly just sugar. Okay, so these are simple carbo. All right. So small molecules need not be digested. Okay, in small intestine. Right, so these are the notes that you probably need to take down. Right. Milk has got protein, has got fats, so they will need some time to be broken down. Okay, butter has a lot of fats, also need time to break down. Okay, nuts and dates. Yeah, nuts and dates, there are proteins, there are carbo, there are different types of nutrients inside them. So they need time to be broken down as well. And not to mention, they do have some fibers also. Maybe not that much, but yeah, because of the fiber, it takes more time for it to digest. Okay, so let's go on. Now, mark the organ, name the organ mark X. Do you all know what is this part of the body? If you look at the notes, the one that I've just sent you, right? Okay, tell me which page you can find the answer. Let me see, yeah. you should be able to find it.